All right, again, welcome to the 50th Annual Awards Banquet and installation ceremony for the officers of the Dale City Volunteer Fire Department. A quick reminder, if you have a cell phone or other electronic device, please turn it off. Okay, my name is Jim Limbach and I will be your MC for this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask you to rise for the posting of the colors and remain standing. Please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I would now like to present Dale City Volunteer Fire Department's own Miss Kat Kranz, who will sing the national anthem. Please be seated. I've lived, my family and I moved to Dale City nearly 40 years ago, and it's been my pleasure for the last 15 years to be a co-host of the annual Dale City 4th of July parade on Comcast. My boys are all proud products of the Prince William County school system. On October 4th, 2017, you celebrated 50 years of service to the citizens of Dale City and Prince William County. Let me say on behalf of every citizen in the county, thank you for all you do and for your service. Before we proceed, I would like to acknowledge a few of the distinguished guests who are with us this evening. Congressman Jerry Connolly, Donald Bathurst, Executive Director for Emergency Preparedness, Department of Homeland Security. The Honorable Jeremy F. McPike. Jim Eisenhower, Chairman of the Board of Veterans Services and Jamestown District County Supervisor. The Honorable John D. Jenkins, Neabsco District Supervisor, Prince William County. Jacob Mosser, aide to the Occoquan District Supervisor, Ruth Anderson, Prince William County. Chief Kevin McKee, Prince William Fire and Rescue. Chief Nick Nana, Dumfries Triangle Volunteer Fire Department. And President Richard Rubino, Stonewall Jackson, Volunteer Fire Department. Thank you all for joining us for this historic occasion. I would now like to invite Mrs. Ernestine Jenkins to lead a moment of silence and give the invocation before dinner is served.
May we bow our heads at this time in honor, in memory, and a moment of silence for all of those who've served us so well and has gone on before us. Dear God, we are so thankful this evening for the 50 years of service of our Dale City volunteer firefighters, our EMTs, and all of our service people in the Dale City Volunteer Fire Department. They have given us 50 years of safety, feeling so comfortable in our homes and in our county and in our nation. Wherever they're needed, dear Lord, they have been there. They have been there for you and for all of us to protect us from the harms of life that may confront us. Lord, we ask that you be with everybody here this evening and just bring them together in peace and harmony, and know that we all are behind you 100%, dear firefighters. And bless this food to our bodies and our bodies to your service always. Amen.
Thank you, Mrs. Jenkins. Ladies and gentlemen, please wait for your table to be called before approaching the buffet. The good news is the bar will remain open during dinner. Please enjoy the many memories from the past 50 years.
Society Pipes and Drums. Our core mission is to support the fire service and memorialize those lost in the line of duty and the brotherhood of the fire department. We're very proud and honored to be a part of your service.
50 years ceremony.
50 years of service, that's pretty good. We're 35, but we'll catch up with you. Play a couple of tunes for you guys, try to add to your night the best that we can. We're going to do a tune now, a set called the Fireman Set. Pipes and drums. Fireman Set. Oh, quick, pop. We've been around for about 35 years. We are comprised of members of fire departments from the Northern Virginia area, mainly Fairfax, Prince William, Sterling, Loudoun, Chesapeake, and we're also comprised of civilian members and prior military. So it's not just the fire department that we honor, it's all first responders and basically all of America's heroes. With bagpipe music, everybody knows it's either drinking songs or really sad ones. There's actually some slow ones that are good, some slow ones that are very, very pretty. And this is one of the best ones, and it's especially good for us being Northern Virginia, and maybe some of you guys might even recognize it. Check it out. Halt, slow, march. little bit of trivia and information about us, and then we will get out of your guys' way and back on your celebration. You might have noticed our kilts. We are an Irish pipe band. Scottish pipe bands wear tartans and plaids. Irish wear solid colors. This color is not yellow, it's saffron from the orange band. So that said, now that I told you we're Irish, we're going to do the Scottish set that we do just because it's fun and people recognize it. So, you guys all have drinks, so go ahead and have a couple of sips. Oh, quick, come on. Final set to let you guys get back onto your evening. I mentioned the Irish, we just played the Scottish, but we are still an American band honoring American fire department. On behalf of the band and myself, and as a former firefighter, thank you very much for letting us be part of this. It's brotherhood through music, what we always say. So this is going to be actually some bagpipe music that you guys will know. You're encouraged to sing along, you don't have to. If you want to make people sing, that's up to you. Here we go. Patriotic. Good job. Like the drum. Hold. Quick. Come on.
Volunteer Fire Department was organized through the efforts of the members of the Dale City Civic Association and chartered by the Commonwealth of Virginia on October 4th, 1967. The Hilton family, who historically remain a driving force behind the development of Dale City, has been very gracious to the department. The Hiltons have donated the land for both the old and new Fire Station 10, Fire Station 13, and Fire Station 18. The Hiltons have always been strong supporters of the Dale City Volunteer Fire Department, so today we honor them as well. We'd now like to take a few minutes and share a brief video with all of you. May we have the lights, please?
Christopher Hull. I'm the chief of the Dale City Volunteer Fire Department. I've been with the organization for 26 years and been a part of it most of my life. My father originally joined in 1977, so I basically grew up in the department before I joined at the age of 16. 50 years is a very long time, and to be honest with you, there are times where people would thought that we wouldn't last the next year, and we've worked through. From the humble beginnings of concerned community members that want to put a fire department together. It started off in the chief's front yard, basically running out of there, to where we're at today as the largest volunteer fire and rescue department in the Commonwealth. We've come a long way, and a lot of it has to do with the determination and dedication of the members. We always thank the past members for what they've done and built up. People such as Bill Gideon, Ed Van Horn, John Feeney, Ken Gluffling, and many others that were very involved politically, as well as the members that just ran crews and worked their way up. I can name tons of people that have been great for this organization, and I'll probably forget some, and I don't want to upset anybody, but they know who they are, either at the basic level of staffing units and training new members as they came in, or being chief officers, presidents, and stuff like that. Everybody had a part in building this up, and I don't think anybody ever dreamed that this organization, one, would be as large as it is, and two, to last as long as it did without great people that started it and continue on to where we are today, where we still have great people and great leaders and managers that still try to keep the department going forward. And then you have the up and coming newer members and the enthusiasm that they have.
So my name is Sandra Sokol. I am a captain with the Dale City Volunteer Fire Department, and I am both a firefighter and a paramedic as well. I've been with the Dale City Volunteer Fire Department since 1999, so I've been here quite a while. My real job is that I am a teacher, and I teach for Loudoun County Public Schools, and I teach the firefighter EMT program for high school students in Loudoun County. Dale City Volunteer Fire Department has tremendously helped me in my life and my career. Without Dale City Volunteer Fire Department, I wouldn't have the experience, the training, and the certifications that I have in order to do my current career. This is the greatest organization I've ever been a part of. I've been a part of 3 different fire departments in my career, and this organization is just unbelievable. The support that you get. We are a family, and this department will be here for you if you need them for anything just outside the regular fire department job. There is no limit to what you can do, whether you're a female, a male, it doesn't matter. If you set your mind to what you want to do and you set your goal, you can do anything in this department, in Dale City Volunteer Fire Department. The doors will open for you as long as you go through the proper training and get the things that you need in order to get there. Anything is possible. Absolutely anything is possible.
I'm the president of Dale City Volunteer Fire Department. Now, I've been here from 28 years. I came on August of 1988. I've seen 2 stations get built, Station 18 and Station 20. I've seen Station 10 get rebuilt into its modern gold standard fire station. We are the largest volunteer fire department in the state of Virginia. We have 4 stations, 200 members. I came in, I was just a guy that walked through the door and I said, I want to join. And my friend Bruce Millington was with me and he goes, man, you got to join. So I did. He was a volunteer with me back in New York. Over the years, I've seen a lot of changes in this department. We've gone from a department of 70 to 200. People have always been great. The stations have always been fabulous. Our training has always been good. We've done in-house training, we've done county training, and it's always been top-notch. As far as I'm concerned, the Dale City Volunteer Fire Department is second to none, and we are built to last, and we shall stay.
My name is RJ Best. I'm a sergeant here at Station 13, Dale City Volunteer Fire Department. I also serve on their board of directors as their treasurer. Definitely the people and the experience. Whether you're here for 1 year or 30 years or 7 years like me, the experience that you get here is extremely unique. You will grow in ways, you will push yourself in ways that you never thought possible. The environment is unlike any other. You'll be challenged, both intellectually and physically. That there's no other place that will do that. So if there's one thing I'd like to say, it's that I'm thankful. There really aren't a lot of opportunities like this that will put you in the situations that you get placed in, and for that, having the opportunity to be here and to train and to offer this service to fellow members of the community is something that's extremely rewarding and something that I'm very thankful for.
Technician Donovan Stewart. I'm a volunteer fireman with the Dale City Volunteer Fire Department. I've been with the department about 8 years now. So I joined Dale City when I was 19 years old, and I didn't have the best track record of knowing exactly what I wanted to do in life. But I tell you, man, it's when I first joined here, I want to say I went to my first fire call, and I knew this is exactly what I wanted to do. That's a funny story actually. There's a guy who used to run here. I was a redhead at the time. We going to a structure fire. I was riding with Captain Jensen, and we riding to this fire, and we're on the way going to the fire and everything like that. And all of a sudden you hear Jensen yell back, "It's gonna be a worker, buddy. It's gonna be a worker." And this dude, I never met the dude before until that night. All of a sudden he hops out of the seat, the pumper is running down the road. This guy hops out of the seat and begins to take a knee in the back cab and like T-boning and stuff, right? And I'm like, what's the guy doing? The whole time he's praying, right? And I'm like, oh my God, this dude don't know if he gonna make it home tonight. You know what I'm saying? It's I tell you, man, we showed up and working structure fire, 2-story single family home. I see Jensen, the guy hop out, and those guys, running up there fighting fire, stuff, pulling lines, and I'm standing in the front yard, just eyes wide open. I don't, what's going on, but I knew right then and there, this is what I want to do with life, period. Working with the people here is, I have a strong sense of family that I've, brotherhood and sisterhood that I've not really known until I joined the Volunteer Fire Department of Dale City. We really are a family.
sorry I'm hobbling. I blew out my knee in service to my country. I was in Romania at a NATO meeting, and the late communist dictator of Romania named Ceausescu, who came to a very bitter and unhappy end, he was shot. But before he died, he built this massive palace, all of marble. And I was making a presentation, and it was raining, and who knew water and marble do not mix? So that's why I'm hobbling around. It's not permanent, I assure you, but forgive me for taking a little bit of time to get up here. First of all, I want to congratulate Dale City on 50 years. Wow. I also want to thank the planners for tonight, who obviously put incredible work into tonight's planning and showed the good judgment of inviting my friends from the Emerald Society to entertain us with bagpipes and drums. Now, some might say because I'm Irish, I'm prejudiced, but the Irish invented the bagpipe, and those Scots stole it from us. Stealing Scots, we call them back home. But anyway, it was great to hear it, and I'm a big fan of the Emerald Society. In fact, if you walk in my office in Capitol Hill, one of the first things you will see right in front of you is the symbol of the Emerald Society I proudly display. I was presented to that a number of years ago, so thank you so much, Emerald Society, for being with us tonight. You know, I really was looking forward to being with you tonight because I have a special bond with fire departments. My first 9 years in public life, I shared with Fire Station 30 in Merrifield. And, you know, we ate together, we convinced together, we debated and discussed together. I watched them go out in bad weather and in good, and came to really understand that, you know, there's a life of boredom interspersed with moments of terror. And that takes a special kind, a special breed of fellow human being, men and women, willing to undertake those kinds of sacrifices and take those risks. I worked with the fire department in getting houses that were going to be demolished donated so we could have controlled burn practice. I even had office buildings donated that were going to be torn down. And we were able to get all kinds of different exercises, including terrorism simulation, in terms of what would you do under certain circumstances. But perhaps my most poignant day that will always be etched in my mind, and probably yours, was a beautiful sunny September day. Gorgeous sky, Indian summer, perfect day, nothing could go wrong. And I got a call saying, turn on your television, something has happened at the World Trade Center. And I thought, what? I turned it on and I thought, how could somebody fly into the World Trade Center? How could they mistake it? That was all of our reaction initially. And then I saw the second one. And I rushed to my office at Fire Station 30, and by then the Pentagon had been hit. And my men and women at Fire Station 30 were back up to Arlington. And they came back with stories that were so dramatic. But the images in New York and here in the nation's capital of people fleeing, trying to escape, people even jumping out of windows knowing they were going to certain death rather than face those flames. But there was one group of fellow Americans who actually sought out the flames, went to rescue people in buildings they knew were in dire straits because there were lives to be saved. And that day there were lives to be sacrificed. And that's when all of America remembered how much they cherish the men and women who give of their time to protect and save others. And so long as all of us who remember that day live, we will honor your service. Volunteers, those who make it a career, What you do is important, and it is cherished in our community. Thank you from the bottom of my heart on behalf of your fellow citizens. Thank you. Now, I want to make a presentation to our chief and our president, Walter and Christopher. You know, not everything we do in Congress passes unanimously. But I am very pleased to say that when I entered a certificate recognizing the 50 years of the Dale City Volunteer Fire Department in the Congressional Record, there was no opposition. So, congratulations. Thank you. God bless and stay safe.
Would Virginia State Senator Jeremy McPike please come forward?
Good evening, Dale City. How about them 50 years, huh? You know, 50 years in Dale City, I want to make sure people understand, is kind of the birth of a whole community that occurred in 1967. Dale City Elementary School was built. Neighbors, Ashdale, Birchdale, Cloverdale, Darkdale, Forestdale, all began to coalesce together and build a community, going door to door to raise $30,000 to start a fire department. They had an idea. We need to start to build piece by piece what our community is going to look like, and they did it together. One neighbor, one door knock, connecting to each other to leave it a little bit better for the next generation. And Chief Hull, little did we know, as we're probably 4 or 5 years old, running around Station 13, 30 or 40 years later, we would be here together and serving our community together. And that's the story of many of us, of finding service, and as Dee said earlier, finding family along the way, and finding lifelong friends, which has been so dear to many of us. We saw the expansion in the stations grow between Station 10 to 13 to 18 to 20, and the rebuilding of Station 10 as our community grew and our service response grew along with it. Up to 20,000 calls a year across our stations, growing to be the largest volunteer fire department in the Commonwealth of Virginia. What's interesting, and I try to tell people what makes Dale City different, is that we all come from so many different backgrounds, whether it's OJ and IT, or we have attorneys here, we have doctors with Doc in the house. We've got folks that work from military backgrounds to so many things. And in fact, I want to take a moment to recognize one of our members who just returned tonight. He works for FEMA and has been responding to the hurricanes in Houston and to Puerto Rico, and just walked in the door tonight. Chico Marrero, please stand. Welcome back, Chico. Glad to have you back. We all contribute and do so many things. And we build community together. We make it safer together. We build friends and families together. We could not do that, however, without those who bring us strength and support and loving care to give us time to serve our communities. And so I want to take a moment to recognize our spouses and significant others. If you could please rise. Please, come on, you deserve the applause. So I'd like to ask Chief Hull, Junior, if I can call you Junior, and President Rashala, if you can also join me up here. I'd like to take a moment to present, essentially, it's a resolution, there's lots of whereas, about the story of the Dale City Volunteer Fire Department over the last 50 years, but it is the story of Dale City. It is the story of founding of a community, and it's passed in Senate Joint Resolution number 343, passed this very year, and yes, it was also unanimous in Richmond, so thank you so much. I'm so honored to be a part of your family and to be a part of these ceremonies tonight. Chief and Mr. President. Go Dale City!
And it is now my honor to present to you the EBSCO District Supervisor, John D. Jenkins.
I bring to you greetings from the Board of County Supervisors, and I'm going to be able to tell you just a little bit about the history of the department, but I'm going to cut it short because you've heard a great deal of the history already. Now, the Dale City Volunteer Fire Department was organized through the efforts of the Dale City Civic Association, and it was chartered in the Commonwealth of Virginia on October 4, 1967. The department began responding to emergencies in the community in June of 1969 and have been a staple in providing quality service as first responders, protecting the lives and the property of the citizens of Prince William County. I'm going to read for you a brief synopsis of the starting of the department, and then I have a commendation which I want to present to the Chief and President. Whereas the Dale City Volunteer Fire Department operates from 4 stations. Fire Stations 13, which was built in 1974, and which is located on the corner of Hillendale and Dale Boulevard. Fire Station 18, built in 1992, and located on the west end of Dale Boulevard. Fire Station 20, which opened in 2002 and is located on Prince William Parkway near Smoketown Road, and the rebuild of Fire Station 10 in 2009, originally located at 14998 Birchdale Avenue. You can see it as you drive along Dale Boulevard. It's located near the corner of Anita Fitzgerald Drive and Dale Boulevard. Station 10 is obviously the new department's newest and state-of-the-art fire station, as it is the first fire station in Prince William County to achieve a LEED gold rating, pronounced LEED. It is only the second station on the east coast of the United States and the 9th in the nation to do so. The Dale City Volunteer Fire Department serves the citizens of Dale City, which is home to approximately 90,000 residents, alongside a densely populated commercial presence. With an average call volume of 10,000 calls per year, the Dale City Volunteer Fire Department is one of the most active volunteer departments in the country. mentioned that I was going to present a commendation. We have for you, and I just want to summarize it. Whereas the Dale City Volunteer Fire Department was organized through the efforts of the Dale City Civic Association and chartered on October 4th, 1967. Again, I've already mentioned to you that they began to respond to emergencies, and it now serves the citizens of Dale City, Virginia, which is home to approximately 90,000 residents. And there's some other information which I've already covered in this plaque. So I want to say now, therefore be it resolved that by the authority vested in me as a member of the Board of County Supervisors, that I hereby commend the Dale City Volunteer Fire Department on the occasion of its 50th anniversary and its service to the Dale City community, and express the board's appreciation and best wishes for continued success, and is signed on behalf of the Board of County Supervisors. And I'd like to present this to our Chief and President, and I thank you.
Walter Groucho. Vice President Kimberly Batson. Treasurer Robert Best II. Secretary Ricardo Hernandez.
I just need like at some point maybe like goes down the line. Or
And the directors.
I just need one.
Victor Angry. Eddie Dumeyer. James Jones. Leslie Van Horn. Greg Shalaro, second. Edgar Van Horn. And Matthew Werner.
All right, we got everybody? Come on, Leslie. Come on. Leslie Van Horn. Ladies and gentlemen, your officers and board of directors, please raise your right hand and state your full name. Do solemnly swear that I will faithfully and diligently carry out the responsibilities and perform the duties entrusted to me as an officer of the Dale City Volunteer Fire Department. I do further affirm that I will, to the best of my ability, provide the leadership and direction necessary to uphold the high standards of the company. So help me God. Congratulations. I declare you duly. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please raise your right hand and state your full name. Do solemnly swear that I will faithfully and diligently carry out the responsibilities and perform the duties entrusted to me as an officer of the Dale City Volunteer Fire Department. I do further swear or affirm that I will, to the best of my ability, provide the leadership and direction necessary to uphold the high standards of the company. So help me God. Congratulations, I declare you duly installed for the ensuing year. Ladies and gentlemen, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, and state your full name, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully and diligently carry out the responsibilities and perform the duties entrusted to me as an officer of the Dale City Volunteer Fire Department. I do further affirm that I will, to the best of my ability, provide the leadership and direction necessary to uphold the high standards of the company. So help me God. I declare you duly installed for the ensuing year.
Last but not least, we will install the officers of the Dale City Volunteer Firemen Auxiliary. When your name is called, please come forward, line up in front of the stage, and
please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name, do solemnly swear that I will faithfully and diligently carry out the responsibilities and perform the duties entrusted to me as an officer of the Dale City Volunteer Fire Department Auxiliary. I do further affirm that I will, to the best of my ability, provide the leadership and direction necessary to uphold the high standards of the auxiliary. So help me God. Congratulations, I declare you duly installed for the ensuing year.
to continue, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present Chief Christopher Hoole and President Walter Bachand.
Okay. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm gonna scream into this thing so y'all can hear it, okay? And that way, that side of the room stays quiet. If I go silent, what does everybody know? What does that mean? Somebody's talking. And Steve, shut up. Somebody cut him off. Likes the vodka, man, likes the vodka. Anyways, we'll get into those stories another day. I would like to also recognize a couple people as well before we get rolling into the awards and try to get this done so you guys can enjoy this dance floor. So if I can have Matthew Warner, Donovan Stewart, Jordan Melpass, Simon Cortman, Andrew Salt Kelly, and Philip Anthony come up front here. That mustache is awful. You show up here in a white van? Yeah. That was very bad. Very, very bad. You're gonna have to punch me out and put it up against the canopy. Anyways, these 6 wonderful gentlemen, for almost the last year or more, have been filling a company officer role on our duty crews, and I just want to recognize them. This is the future of this organization. I believe Joe's going to have a promotional process after installation, but we'll get that squared away. So please give these folks a round of applause. And I'll switch places with Walter, so Walter can talk, and I'll give you guys your gift and shake your hands. Thank you.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing? That's my best Southern, I'm sorry. And listen, I'd like to thank you all for being here tonight. I had this wonderful speech written, but you know what? I'm so emotionally drained from all this. I'm so happy to be here, and I'm so happy you're all here to celebrate this magnificent event. All I can say is thank you to the committee. Amy, you did a fabulous job. Your committee did wonderful. It's like I had this nice little speech, and it's like anyway. So, what you think about all this stuff? Was it really good? I'm proud of it. I'm proud of all you guys too. You guys do a wonderful job every day. And this place wouldn't be what it is without all of you. All of you, every last one of you. From the old timers like me to the young guys like you. If it wasn't for you guys, this place wouldn't exist. So all I'd like to say right now is tonight we celebrate the longevity of a great department and all its members. And I'd like to thank you for your dedicated service. And with that, we have a couple of more surprises. And I'll let the chief take over for a minute, and I'll be back.
There's a lot of paper up here, Walter. Okay, so let's get into the awards part of this. Try to get through this as quick as we can. Our first award, if I can ask Miles and Lynn Quigley to come forward and reassure the deputy commandant of our honor guard. This is our honor guard Joe Quigley Award. I'm sorry, I don't have it right in front of me. Oh, hold on. All right. So this award here is given to an individual of our honor guard for the hard work and dedication they put into it. It's voted on amongst the, it depends on the individual who it is, but it's voted on by those within the honor guard. Maria's been handling this for several years and making sure it's taken care of. For those that may not know, our honor guard started very small. It was an idea of a gentleman named Gary Harold, and a young member in our organization named Joe Quigley hopped on with Gary, and it was just the two of them for the longest time. Unfortunately, because of work commitments, Gary had to leave the department and move on and left it kind of in Joe. And the problem was, shortly after that happened, we had a major event, unfortunately with the off-duty death of a member that myself and Joe spent many nights talking about to try to make it right. And Joe was able to rally up a bunch of people to assist with this service that the family wanted for the member, and we established the base of our honor guard. After that, Joe was able to make the honor guard grow, become more of an event other than our 4th of July parade, but many other things. And it was great. Joe did a lot of hard work into the honor guard and the base of it and made it grow. Unfortunately, Joe was tragically killed in an accident, and we lost him, and he couldn't see what it's flourished today. Our honor guard today, and the dedication of the members, we've had several members come in and out of the honor guard, but just to let you guys know, our honor guard today is nationally recognized and throughout the Commonwealth is recognized. It's involved with things at the National Fallen Firefighters Memorial every year, as well as the Virginia Fallen Firefighters Memorial. So I want to thank Maria and the Quigleys to be here tonight to present this award to this year's recipient of the Joe Quigley Award, Amanda Flagg. Amanda, it's a fancy one this year. Next set of awards are our Battalion Members of the Year awards. These are selected by the captains and the assistant chiefs of the organization of each member they represent or they present to staff or nominate a member of each class of firefighter, EMS, or cadet, and then staff altogether votes on the overall member of the year, which we'll get to in just a second. I'm skipping a little bit ahead. So, all right, for Battalion 1, Fire, Anna Hobson. Battalion 1 EMS is Chris Wills. Battalion 2 Fire is Nick Chaconis. They stay, Walter. They all stay till the end. They all stay till the end. All right, EMS is V. Lee. We're not going to have a discussion right now. B. Cadet Brad Burgerson for Battalion 2. Battalion 3 Fire is Donovan Stewart. Battalion 3 EMS is Haley Arnold. And Battalion 3 Cadet is Alex Probanik. Battalion 4 Firefighter of the Year is Xavier Phoebus. Battalion 4 EMS Provider of the Year is Zach Dixon. And Cadet of the Year for Battalion 4 is Chris Kelly. Battalion 5 Firefighter of the Year is Jabin Young. And EMS Provider of the Year for Battalion 5 is Candace Burton. Ladies and gentlemen, I present you all the battalion representatives for Firefighter, EMS Provider, and Cadet of the Year. Now, from this group, I'll take it back, from this group, staff votes of all the candidates to come with an overall Firefighter, EMS Provider, and Cadet of the Year for the department. So, I'll see if she's taking a picture. You need to take a picture real quick?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Ready. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Betsy, are you still here and are you up to this? I'd like to ask Betsy Story to come up to the front here. She's going to present an award that's named after her. It's the Cadet of the Year Award. Come on, give her a hand. Okay, the 2017 Cadet of the Year from Dale City Volunteer Fire Department is Brad Burgenson. Okay, our 2017 Dale City Volunteer Fire Department EMS Provider of the Year is Zach Dixon.
No photo bomb.
And now for the Firefighter of the Year for 2017 for the Dale City Volunteer Fire Department. That'll be a Mr. Donovan Stewart. Here are our members of the year for 2017. You guys can be seated. I'll try to get pictures and handshaking with you. This format with me being up here is kind of unusual. It works. Okay, I got one more award and then I'm going to turn it over to Walter and I'll help him. So. We're almost done. But this one you can come on stage to get. So, the last award that Operations has to give is the Officer of the Year Award. The Officer of the Year Award is actually presented or discussed between myself and the 3 deputy chiefs based on current company officers' responsibilities, roles, and the job that they perform. I'm very honored to say that I was the first one to ever get this award in this department, so it's kind of a good thing that I'm presenting it to the next one. So, just like myself when I joined, this member when he joined, it was kind of interesting. You didn't know how far they're going to get. Kind of troublesome, goofy, big guy, big guy. But he kind of drove you crazy a little bit. I could remember one day coming in and I looked, and I was just an assistant chief, and I looked at a young lieutenant, well, he's older than me, but Jim Jones going, why are they riding four-wheelers around the commuter lot at 13? That's not really a smart thing to be doing. And since that day, I built a relationship with this individual. So through the years, I've watched him come through the ranks, work his way up to the current rank of captain. He's worked hard, and he's got probably the hardest job in this department right now because the mighty Fire Station 10 has got some interesting problems going on in it day by day, and because of his nice stature, I think he scares some of the people that cause problems there. But we will figure out how medicine balls get broken at Station 10. So with that, I'd like to present the 2017 Officer of the Year for the Dale City Volunteer Fire Department, Captain Joshua Jensen.
Nikki. Yeah. Sorry, baby. Chaconis, 5 years. Stephanie DeFrias and Andrew Kelly. Congratulations. Wow. You know, let's hold you up.
What's with those hands?
All right, next is the 10-year members. Start with Nicole Forster. Robert Willis. And Patrick Nicely, 10 years. Wow, 15 years have gone by quickly for these people. 15-year members. Joseph Kearns. Yeah, I know you're back there, Bo. Josh Jensen. And Charlie McMahon. Gee, what a contrast. I haven't drunk yet. All right, next is the 20-year service. This is really big stuff here, but okay, first person, Ernestine Jenkins, 20 years. Next is Earl Garrett. And I'll take this here. Frederick Bud Kearns. Croner, I'm sorry. Sorry, Bud. Never say your last name. My apologies. David Dell Sr., 20 years. Neil Miller, 20 years. Trudy Sipes, 20 years. Leslie Van Horn, 20 years. $25 years. Wow. Mike Lumpkin. Here we go. 30-year members. 30-year members. Brett Polino. Joanne Ferguson. And finally, Dave Farron. Oh, we're almost done. 35 years of service. Tim Cocker. There he left? Okay. I'll make sure he gets his pin. All right, 40 years of service. Man, that's a long time, guys. That's a lifetime. William J. Cramsey, 40 years. George Buchanan, 40 years. Anthony Poole, 40 years. One more. You get your picture? Ladies and gentlemen, your service award winners.
Tighten up. All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3. One more. One, two, three. One more after that. Thank you.
All right, thank you. I have one more, and this is very special. Mr. Edgar Van Horn, could you please come forward? All right, for 45 years, this man has been a member of this department. So I kind of talked to Joanne the other day to find out how you ended up coming here, becoming a member of Dale City Volunteer Fire Department. And since you were a young budding lieutenant in Fairfax when you came here, you came down here for the summer of '71, and then you bought a house here, and then you decided to stay here, and you joined Dale City in April of '72. You became a member of a very new department with only 5 years worth of experience. You took your knowledge, your skills, and you brought it to the department. You finished your probation and immediately was elected to the board of directors. Not everybody gets that honor, believe me. And then you were steadily serving for 45 years after that. So you've been a constant board member for the last 45 years. That's an accomplishment right there. Appointed to the position of lieutenant, you steadily moved up to the ranks of deputy chief, where you served for many years, and today you serve as a deputy chief of operations. At the ripe old age of, let's just say, people your age are usually in a warm climate in a retirement home. In Florida, yeah. So this is a very special honor. You have one of the 3 people in this whole department who have a very, very special honor of having a fire station named after them. The first one is Station 13, which is the Ken Gluffling. The second one is Station 20, which is the George Buchanan. And of course, Station 10 is the Edgar Van Horn station. These are very distinct and high honors. Please allow me to present to you this plaque from the Board of Directors. Let's go around this one. From the Board of Directors and the members, for your 45 years worth of dedicated service to the Dale City Volunteer Fire Department. Ladies and gentlemen, let me read the script. This award recognizes your 45 years of service, the longest running active member in the department's history. His selfless bravery and dedication to our community has truly made the department second to none on this day, November 18th, 2017. Ladies and gentlemen, Edgar Van Horn.
We have 2 life membership awards this evening. The first awardee joined the department in 2005. In his time as a member, he has obtained the rank of Assistant Chief, climbed the ranks quickly by obtaining the necessary training, certification, staffing hours, and confidence of his superiors. He continues to be an asset to the department by staffing specialty pieces covering Battalion 505 on extra nights. He serves as the Station Chief for Fire Station 13, ensuring the station is managed to the standards set by the Department Chief and the Board of Directors. He has done this through high standards and a good working relationship with members assigned to Station 13. He's also been a member of the PWC training cadre, training recruits at the Public Safety Academy. He's responsible for covering the station for special events such as department training burns and installation by coordinating with other departments throughout the county. The awardee has gained the respect of the members, other departments throughout the county, personnel at the Public Safety Communications Center, and members of the Department of Fire and Rescue. Through these accomplishments and basic characteristics, he embodies and represents what the Dale City Volunteer Fire Department stands for and what continues to make it second to none. Ladies and gentlemen, life member Joseph Kearns. Our second awardee became a firefighter in Pennsylvania while attending college at Lock Haven University. After graduation, she moved to the Nova area to take a job as a school teacher with Prince William County. She joined the Coles District Volunteer Fire Department for a very short time and soon came to the Dale City Volunteer Fire Department in April of 1998 with the certifications of firefighter and EMT. She briefly served on an ambulance as a basic EMT provider, soon completing paramedic certification and internship to become a lead medic. She served for many years as a lead medic on M18-9 and M13-9, or what is known today as M518 and M513. She volunteered additional time managing the social hall, which was used at the time for bingo and rented out for various private engagements. She eventually went medically inactive for a very short period, yet continued to serve time as the bingo hall manager. She returned to active duty and continued to actively serve on a medic unit, often staffing BLS units as well to prepare some of the up-and-coming BLS talent. She has managed the CPR training classes for many years and has taught many EMTB refresher courses to our members. As an educator, she has spent countless hours working with many members to help them recertify their EMT certification. This has included such tasks as helping them log into the state EMS portal, to more complex tasks such as hosting practical sessions so they can complete the refresher course hours needed. In the fall of '09, she went through the process to become an engine officer and quickly excelled to the rank of suppression sergeant. She worked very hard to excel at a new position, and she loves managing the engine crew and training them to move forward to better serve the department. In 2011, oh, she's been busy. In 2011, she achieved the rank of lieutenant and then captain 2 years later in 2013. During that time, she has trained many firefighters for the betterment of the department. We could go on and on. I've got a couple more pages, but let me just present to you life member Sandra Sokol.
Yeah, the committee's got something up there.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Greg, got the floor. Where do you like the mic? You love that mic.
Love the mic. All right, good evening, everybody. I'm gonna keep it moving fast here. Look, I hope you guys had a blast. This has been a blast. We have planned a lot of stuff. I hope you had so much fun. But I'm here to be real quick and just talk about our president of the board, Uncle Wally. Do y'all know him? You guys know Uncle Wally? Really quick, let me just say this here. Leadership is not a visible thing. It's an unseen thing, and it's something that comes from folks that are behind the scene making the magic happen. Everyone in this room is invited to a board meeting, and I really offer to you that you all should take advantage of that and come sit in on the meeting. We run this department through our board of directors, and our board of directors is ran by Walter Grashala, President Grashala. Not only, he's retired now, again, you heard the stories about you could be on a beach somewhere on a boat just enjoying life. But he spends countless hours in this department doing the things behind the scene that keep it afloat for 50 years. Now, he hasn't been here for all those 50 years, but he's the new guy in charge, head man on the top of the pole that makes this magic happen and keeps us moving forward. We want to take this time, I'm not going to hold you guys up because we got to get to a lot more stuff, but I want to present President Grashala with a small gift on behalf of the committee, on behalf of the members of the Dale City Volunteer Fire Department. You guys got a lot to do with that. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, your president, Walter Grashala.
Good evening, everyone. We are almost ready to drink. We are getting there. So, my name is Amy Shalawailo. I've been an associate member for 4 or 5 years, and I'd like to tell you a true story. My husband, Greg, has been a member for 9 years. It'll be 10 in February. And when he first joined, he came home and he said, Amy, please come with me to company meeting. He said, it's a family thing. People bring their family, their kids. You got to come. Okay. So I went with him. I had no idea what was going on. A lot of acronyms, you know, things are buzzing, people are getting out, running out, no idea what's going on. But at one point in the meeting, a gentleman stood up and he started to speak, and I tuned in. And after he spoke, I'm not kidding, I leaned over to Greg and I said, who is that guy? I said, he really knows his stuff, but the word I used wasn't very ladylike. And I said, who is he? And Greg's response said, well, he better know, because that's the chief. So even to the untrained eye like me, everyone that meets you, Chief Hull, sees that you exude expertise, dedication, and above all, passion for for this department. So this is just a small token of our appreciation. Thank you. Okay, I'm not done, I'm sorry. All right, Chief Fool, this is for you. We thank you for your years of service, your passion for your department, and your unwavering leadership. We commend you on your expertise and dedication, and in recognition of your service to the Dale City Volunteer Fire Department, we want you to leave. We want you to go. We are sending you away. So please enjoy an all-expense paid trip, money raised by the committee and the auxiliary. We're sending you to National Harbor. You and your wife Nicole are getting out of here. You're gonna get time away, no meetings, no duty, no emails. We're gonna try to heist your phone. We're gonna send you just barely over the state border. Just barely, so you can go enjoy yourself because you have spent countless hours in meetings and doing things because you love this department. And we just can't, I mean, words don't even explain how appreciative this entire department is for everything you do. So we appreciate all the time you voluntarily spend keeping this department second to none.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much, Amy, and thank you to the members of the Dale City Volunteer Fire Department. I really appreciate the last 13 years, and I really am passionate about this organization. I had a speech, but it's too late. You guys want to drink and dance, so I'll cut that out. So with that, I have some thank yous of my own I got to send out. I can't take all the credit of this thing. First, I got to thank Amy and Vic and the 50th Anniversary Committee for a wonderful job tonight, so let's give them a round of applause. I want to thank all the members I recognized tonight for their awards, for either being members of the years for their battalion or service awards, or being voted in as an officer and or a board member. So great job, everybody there. And then you always have these people behind the scenes, and this guy gets beat up a lot, stays pretty busy, and he sometimes suckers his wife in to give him a hand, but I gotta thank Dan Moran for handling all the awards. Truth be told, all those officer awards, Dan personally cut those. Long story, we ran late, short on time. Calls me up, I got a closet full of old fire gear that we can't do anything with. But so it made a great gift, and for those that may not know, I believe majority of those coat backs were assigned to you at one time, depending on how old they are. But anyway, so thanks a lot, Dan and Michelle, for helping us with that. Plus ordering all the plaques and everything else. I know me and Walter were driving crazy, but we got it done. So with that, I'm not there yet. All right. She got me a script. She did? Yeah, but I don't work off a script. So anyways, I also want to thank all the founding members, past life members, and past members of this organization that are here tonight. It's you that started this department to get us to where we're at today. I've just been lucky enough to steer it for the last 13 years. So again, I know many of you saw me grow up. I've heard all night long, this guy knew you when you were in diapers, or the Doug Van Ort senior story of used to chase him out of the firehouse and rode his bike around. So that is true, but with that I learned and I watched as a young child and watched the sacrifice and the dedication of these members. So please, all current So, all the centerpieces on the table are assigned to the board of directors, staff officers, company officers, and select others. I don't know who they are. Those are yours to take home, the centerpieces for those individuals. And with that, real quick, I want everybody to do one thing. So I'm going to say second to none. What are you going to say? Okay, so let's scream it because they got a heck of a wedding going on over there. I don't know if you heard the music. And if you got any left, raise your glass. because I don't know how many have it. So raise your glass. So all together now, second to none. Beautiful. Miss Jenkins, can I have you come up here and do the benediction?
May we pray at this time. Dear God, thank you for this wonderful evening with your servants and those who protect us from harm's way, Lord. We thank you for all of these people, this room full of people who take care of us day after day and night after night. Lord, we ask that you bless each and every one as they leave this place and go to their homes. Be with them, guide them, and direct them as you would have them go. Amen.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, honor guard, retire the colors.